I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful June now. We're actually June, yeah, June 3rd, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm starting to have a great day myself, and we are joined by Real Texan Politics on this beautiful morning. Say hello there.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I think Mr. Ye will be joining soon. I think he has to do something real quick, so we should have 3 people in here, hopefully, surely. No Tyrone, sadly, so for those wondering, Tyrone's not going to be here. I think he's busy. Either way, I decided I wanted to stream on this morning because there's a lot of news going on. We got stuff out of New Jersey, out of the United Kingdom. We got the new polling data out of the conviction from New York. A lot of stuff going on. So we got to get into it right away, but first, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, like Tyrone usually said, for $1 a month, you could join Real American. That's a good deal. I recommend everyone join the channel today. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send a super chat via, well, the chat. Again, I'll try to read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way to get your questions answered. And, yeah. So, what should we talk about first? The verdict stuff? Should we talk about the New Jersey stuff? There's a lot of stuff to talk about today.
How about we start with New Jersey?
Yeah, so we got some breaking news out of New Jersey. I'm going to pull this up. So, we've been hearing for a couple months that, you know, Bob Menendez might be running, like, ooh, he might not, he might actually. And let me pull this up here. All right. Right here. According to NBC, breaking news, everyone. Here we go. Found it. Okay. Breaking. Indicted Senator Bob Menendez to officially file for re-election as an independent. So, yeah. Bob Menendez is running. At least for now. Now, I do wonder, is this one of those things where he's just filing now just in case he really wants to run? Or is he actually running? Because I think there's like a deadline in August if he files for an independent bid. I don't know. It's one of those things where either way, though, it's kind of hilarious that Bob Menendez is running as of now. Now, the question is, will Bob Menendez even make it to the general? That's my question.
I think the Democrats in New Jersey will probably try to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, if he's on the ballot, they're in trouble. Even with Andy Kim, I know Andy Kim is a strong candidate, but the problem is, Bob Menendez...
He'll win either way.
Yeah, it's still a Democrat. You know, it's still someone that could get, like, 10 to 15% of the vote. He just can't. He's well-known in New Jersey. Now, what's his favorability, like 5%? Or something?
I don't think he would even come... I mean, he would get votes, but he wouldn't come close to winning. I don't think he would even get enough votes to really swing the election.
Well, he might. I mean, it's one of those things that if Republicans are just doing better in New Jersey, just in general, because I assume we can guess that based off the results out of New York. If they're doing that much better in New York, you would assume, okay, maybe we're doing better in New Jersey. But either way, Bob Menendez would get a decent chunk of the vote, considering. He wouldn't win, obviously, but he's the type of candidate to say, screw all of you. I'm going to run screw the Democrats over. So I think it's one of those things, though, we just got to see. We do got to see if Bob Menendez actually runs. It would be funny. I really hope he does, but I have the feeling that he's just doing it to basically blackmail Democrats to, like, not indict him, or I should say convict him. Which would tell you everything about New Jersey politics. That you could just run as an independent to avoid being convicted. But, yeah.
Yeah.
A glitch Eevee for 2. The deep state took out Tyrone to dinner. That's real. That is real. Real news.
All right, we got someone in the...
Aliens just joined. Hello, good sir. And he's muted. Yep. Is he gonna say anything? Oh, he can't talk. Okay. It looks more like wait, what? Who's Republican running New Jersey? Is it too late for Chris Christie? It's too late for Christie. I can't remember her name. She's endorsed by Trump.
I think we have 2 candidates running, and I don't think Trump actually endorsed.
No,
I think it was Trump Jr.
I thought Trump endorsed someone in that race.
Don Jr. did.
Okay. So, either way, I think the lady that got the Trump Jr. endorsement's going to win. I think she has more endorsements. like from the counties and stuff. So
It's a pretty competitive primary. I think. Let me see. Not actually that polling is bad. It looks like it's really between Glasner and Bashaw. Bashaw has more money, but I
who
think
has
about half of it was self-funded.
so who does Glasser have endorsements from?
Um, Glasner has the Don Jr. endorsement.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was Trump. Okay, so I did see Trump. I just thought it was, the Orange Man. Not just Trump Jr.
Actually, oh wait, Donald Trump actually did endorse. Okay, never
Okay,
mind.
so she's probably gonna win.
Yeah, Glasner should probably win. Bashaw does have a lot of county endorsements, though.
Okay.
So I think this will be a very competitive primary.
Well, I thought they got rid of the county line system, or was that the
I
Democrat side?
might have been the Democrat side,
Okay, so for those that don't
but
know,
I don't remember.
it's New Jersey politics. It's super corrupt. You have the county line system. It is so corrupt, but that's New Jersey for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So either way, Bob Menendez might run. Again, it's one of those things where I think he's doing this to blackmail Democrats to say, hey, if you don't convict me, I won't run. I promise you. But he might actually run just to say, screw you. You try to throw me in jail? Fine. You're going to lose this seat. Congrats on 18,000. Oh, did we reach 18,000 subs? Oh my gosh, we did. Right before the stream, we were just under that. Well, we've reached 18,000 subs. Wow.
Nice.
We are growing fast. Super fast. Thank you all so much for that. Just a couple months ago, we were at let me check. I thought January we were at, yeah. In January, we were at 13,000 subs. Now we're 18,000. We're growing faster by the day. Holy crap. Thank you very much for that, chat. Do you hear that the Indiana South District will keep the dead woman as their nominee? What? Hold up, what? So wait, Republicans are going to run a dead person in that Democrat seat. I know
I guess the state decided that.
I know it's a Democrat seat, but why? What's the point? Just run someone else. Just kick her off the ballot because, yeah, she's dead. She's physically dead. How can you run someone like that? I guess it happened in, what was it, 2000? The Missouri Senate race?
Yeah, and the dead person actually won.
But that was like right before the election, I thought.
Yeah, well, either way.
It's so funny a dead person won. I don't know.
Huh.
All right, let's see here. 20,000 by the end of June for Halo stream. Yeah, that's a goal. 20,000 by the end of June, and we might have a Halo streamer. We will, but I don't think we will. So subscribe. Try to get to 20,000 subs by the end of June. Maybe it's possible. All right. So either way, Bob Menendez is probably not going to run. Again, it's one of those things where he might. He's just doing this to have an extension. That's the only reason he's finally now. All right. So we got the Bob Menendez news out of the way. Should we talk about the UK before we actually get to the conviction stuff? Because
yep,
this is
so
big.
Nigel Farage is he's running.
Yeah, you could kiss goodbye any chance the Conservatives had. So for those that don't know, Farage is quite frankly the best chance Reform has ever had at winning something. He is going to give them more than likely their biggest vote share ever. It's going to be their biggest vote share.
He could even win his seat.
I think he does. I thought there's a poll that had him winning that seat.
There was, I think, one poll, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, so either way, I think that with Farage running, and he's the leader of the Reform Party. This was the only way he was going to come back. If he became the leader of the Reform Party, then yeah, he was going to come back, and he is. He is the leader now. I think they're going to take second. That's my hot take. I think they beat the Conservatives. Because what do the Conservatives have going for them? They have freaking mandatory service for everyone. Go serve in the military for us. Yeah, or else you can't do anything.
As it stands now, I believe Reform's actually inferred.
Yeah,
overall.
People are saying latest poll has Reform at 18%, Conservatives at 22%. Yeah, the Reform's going to go up a lot. Conservatives have nothing. They literally have not a single thing to run on. Farage, make Britain great again. Yeah, that's
I
kind
mean,
of the whole.
Farage even says Labor's gonna win.
Yeah.
So
The whole idea is just replace conservatives already with someone actually conservative or actually somewhat. Because the Conservative Party at this point in time, they're to the left of Labor. So what's the point? Let's see here. Tories not trying to F themselves, challenge impossible. Yeah, well, Tories are taking third, I think. Let's see here. Punch a Bunch Bear for 5. Did you see Harry Sisson and Chris Murray's dance video? Yes, I saw it. I needed to bleach my eyes out after seeing that. That was bad.
I think I think that probably does confirm that they are in fact gay and probably living with each other.
Who freaking knows? Would you be surprised? The fact how both of them act, I mean, yeah, I would not be surprised that's real.
I mean, I think they are, and I mean, well, not just to themselves, but you know,
You're saying. Alright, Yoshi
I
fan.
mean, they're they have feelings toward Joe Biden.
Oh, God. Just,
A
just
man
don't do Bill
60 years their
Clinton.
senior.
Don't
Yeah,
do
he's
it,
a
Bill
man
Clinton.
he's a man 60 years their senior, and they still have feelings for him.
Oh gosh. Just don't do what don't go in the Bill Clinton White House. Is that what's happening behind the scenes? Anyways,
I mean, they get invited to the White House all the time, so.
oh god, that's what they do in the Oval Office. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Not good. That's not good, Chad. Yoshi fan Nix for 5. Never a fan of Hogan. Voted for him in the primary because you convinced me to do it for strategic purposes. Any point of voting for him now? I think he's done. I don't think he
He's
can win.
he went from losing by 10 to probably 20.
Dumbass. Absolute. All you had to say was let the process play out and you're done. Because no matter what happened, when he said that respect the verdict, it was going to either piss off the Republicans or piss off the Democrats. That's the reality of it. Because when you read what he said respect the verdict either way. So Democrats are going to say, well, actually, that's proof that he supports the MAGA Republicans if he was innocent. Absolutely retarded. Whoever made him make that statement and now the pride stuff, why? Why even post about it? A glitch Eevee for 2. That gay mating dance they did, I need bleach. Yeah. Everyone needs bleach if you ever saw that video. It's bad. Hogan trying to be a New England Republican, lol. I understand it's Maryland, but just don't talk about it. Just say let the appeals deal with it. Whatever happens, let the process play out. That's all you got to say.
Someone in the chat says, "Did you hear about the Tory MP who got blackmailed after sending a picture of his you-know-what to a man on Grindr?"
That's the most conservative Tory left. I would be shocked. You know, it's one of those things where, why vote for the Tories? Is there a single reason to vote for them at this point? If you live in the UK? Listen, I've been saying vote for Labour, but now that Farage is back, vote for Reform. Because you have a chance at actually winning some seats there. You might actually win more seats than the Conservatives. Especially if a bunch of MPs bail on them. Which that's a rumor going around, that a bunch of MPs are going to bail from the Conservatives. Let's see here. Bailey Spangler for 5. The UK Conservatives did this themselves. They had a mandate to be an actual center-right populist party after the 2019 election. They blew it. Yeah. They had the best opportunity for conservatism in the UK in decades. And they blew it. Well, I don't get why they really thought if they just, did nothing for 5 years that, that's going to give us more victories. Did they do a single thing since they won in 2019?
They ran entirely on Brexit. They got it done, and then they completely fell off from there.
Yeah, and the thing is, they also ran immigration. That's what people don't mention. Immigration for years has been the bread and butter of the Conservative Party. Now you got Labor saying, we're going to cut immigration. So the one Trump card they had is gone. Let's see here.
And then the Tories are basically like, oh yeah, everyone's allowed to come on in. We're not racist. Yeah, let's invite all these refugees.
Yeah. It's absolutely pathetic. American Nerd 1776 for 5. Rap. Imagine Reform does so well if they get enough seats in Parliament that Labor forms a coalition government with them, and Nigel is deputy PM. No, it'll be New Democrats. Or what are they called? New Democrats?
I think it's Liberal Democrats.
Whatever. Liberal Democrats, whatever. It would be them if they had a form coalition. Or the Scottish National Party.
The Liberal Democrats are they're fourth place in the polls.
Yeah. So I don't think it would be reform. It would be like
and then it's Green and then Scottish National. I think Green is getting a lot of the Palestine cults because Starmer's probably too Zionist for them.
which is just crazy to think about, but
Well, I mean, he's not Corbyn.
yeah.
That's literally all it is.
Yeah, he's not
That's I think
Corbyn.
that's why Green is doing so well is because Starmer isn't
They
Corbyn.
get all the
But either
Corbyn
way,
voters.
yeah, but either way, Starmer is. I mean, he's gonna be the next prime minister.
Yeah.
It's
And I wish him well.
it's a done deal.
I wish him well because he actually might be the most conservative PM in years. If that's
Well,
look at the other options we've had. It's not been good. So Anthony minimum for 5. We need an Andrew Jackson style investigation of the federal government. I agree. There should always be investigations into the government. Never trust them. Never trust them. Did you hear the YouGov poll that Labor has a 174 seat majority? Yeah, that tells you everything. 174 seat majority. Is that the biggest ever? Or is that smaller than the 90s?
probably. I have no idea.
I
I think we should also bring up the South African elections because those just happened.
Yeah, I honestly don't know enough about them.
Yeah, well, either way, the ANC is the ruling party, and
I know that.
yeah, they went from having a majority to now they have a plurality, so now they have to form a coalition government.
With who?
And I don't know. As long as it's not the EFF, then
there's no way it's EFF. No way.
Yeah,
is that the guy that said like kill the white people?
Yeah, the EFF is basically their
the Black Nationalist Party,
left wing Zazi party.
Yeah, that's a party that said kill the Boers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great.
They're basically like every American college leftist wet dream. Like they're about as pro Palestine and pro gay as they come, and obviously anti-white.
What a disastrous combination! You're pro Palestine and pro gay. What?
Yeah, and looks like they got fourth place in the I think they lost 5 seats actually.
Good. Hopefully the white stuff there's a backlash to that.
Yeah, ANC lost 71. I mean, they still have a plurality. I mean, it's basically a one-party state. They've been ruling ever since Mandela.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's been like 50 years or something.
Not 50. Well, 30, but
yeah, it was 30. Let's see. American Nerd 1776 for 3. Rap thoughts on Labor's read my lips quote. Yeah, he said that they're gonna cut immigration. Which the fact Labor's promising that, they know that's a winning issue when Labor's saying that. Now, will they actually do it? I don't know, but I think they basically have to if they want to remain in power for long. Because it's one of those things that they don't, their popularity is going to sink. Let's see here. EFF lost seats to another anti-white Zulu nationalist party. Bruh. So they didn't really lose anything.
I think the ANC, well, I'm going to guess, I mean, they're a left-wing party. They probably are going to form a coalition with the, it looks like it's the MK party, which is a left-wing populist.
Bruh.
But that's just my guess. I have no idea, but that's probably what they're going to do. That's probably like the one party that has enough seats that would probably be close enough to their ideology. Because, I mean, DA is basically like the Tories, and then the EFF is their communist, and IFP doesn't have enough. But I think that's like the right-wing party.
Yeah. Labor will get into power and say psych. I think Labor has to basically do something because they don't. They saw what happened with the Conservatives. They didn't do jack shit and they fell apart. Well, it's a little bit different, but...
Well, I don't know if they're going to do their immigration stuff, but we'll see what happens.
They might have to if they want to stay in power for long. That's a thing. They're running out.
I don't trust them, but I know I don't trust them, but I know they're going to win. So
yeah. All right, so I think we should talk about the Trump conviction stuff finally because we got through the other stuff. A lot of news happened this weekend and today. Or should we talk about the Alex Jones stuff real quick? Yeah,
we'll go there real quick. Yeah. I mean, that's probably a sensitive topic for YouTube, but
well, let's just we'll just say this: what's happening to Alex Jones with Infowars probably be shut down, and that's a disgrace. I don't care what you say, but about Alex Jones. Again, you don't have to like the guy, but what's happening to him is insane. Because what is it, like they're basically closing his studio down or something? Like the government's gonna pull up and like close it down any day now?
Pretty much.
And like the court said no, they don't have to, but the government's saying screw you, we're just doing it anyways.
Yeah, because basically his biggest asset. Because he owes like $1 billion or so to the Sandy Hook families.
Which just, again, that's a whole nother topic. $1 billion, really? What's like the biggest settlement ever outside of that?
I have no idea.
Yeah. American Nerd 1776 for 2. Hot take. South Africa has been crap after Mandela. I mean, kind of. That's not really saying much, though.
They're definitely getting worse, but
yeah. Just hope that the EFF doesn't take over, what they're called.
EFF? I don't think they ever will. I mean, they lost their seats. I mean, they went from I think they went from the third largest party to the fourth largest after DMK came in.
Yeah, so
which again, that's basically like the left wing populist party. ANC is ANC is kind of left wing as well, but I don't know. South Africa as a whole is a very left wing country.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think about because it's Africa, but I guess it does make sense because it was the UK that ran it.
I mean, I think a lot of it is like Nelson Mandela's legacy.
Yeah, I guess. But it's still kind of crazy to think, well, like, the rest of Africa is, like, super conservative, and then you got, like, South Africa, which is probably the most liberal-leaning one. Well, yeah, I would say that. On average.
All right, let's move on to the...
Yeah, the actual part of the stream, because I just wanted to talk with other stuff because it was a really busy weekend. It's stuff that I can't really make videos on because I don't talk about UK elections. Don't talk about the Alex Jones stuff. So, the conviction. Remember for a year now, Democrats were promising Donald Trump is going to collapse in the polling. Remember that? We were guaranteed that. Don't let them fool you now. They were saying Trump is going to fall by 15 points in the polling. Let's go to the recent polling.
Let's see. Yeah, technically he fell, but it wasn't. It was basically by what, a point?
And that's a bit misleading. So, just an example. Let's go to Morning Consult. Okay. Morning Consult. On May 31st, the day after the conviction, Trump was losing by 1. And on May 28th, he was up by 2. But there's a big catch. Trump didn't go down. All that happened was some undecideds. They decided to flip to Biden. That's all that occurred, according to the Morning Consult. Let's look at, what's another one? Harris? Yeah, Harris X. Actually, Forbes. Forbes is better, yeah. So, Forbes. In March, they had a Trump plus 2. On May 31st, Trump plus 2. And Trump actually went up. Notice a trend? Just keep going. TIP, or TIPP. They're another decent pollster. In early May, they had Biden winning by a point to 2 points. Now it's tied. This is a continuous trend. The polls that have Trump losing support, or, losing, it doesn't have him actually losing support. All that's happening is some undecideds, they decide to break towards Biden. But theoretically, this should be the most favorable polling for Biden right after the conviction. And that's what everyone agreed. That right off the bat, you should see a huge swing towards him. You should be seeing a 10-point swing. Because the conviction was supposed to be the end of Trump's campaign. Well,
I think right after the conviction, I put out a tweet basically saying the worst case scenario is Biden gets a very slight temporary bump.
Yeah. He's not
which I guess in a way he has, but...
one poll has that. Every other poll right now has no change. There's been no significant change in the past week, or I should say about, 5 days. There's been no significant change in 5 days now. At this point in time, other polls are going to be released. Yes. These are snap polls. They could be off a little bit, but do you really think we're getting that 10-point shift now? I don't think so.
Not.
I mean, we would have seen it by now. These polls that are snapshot polls, they would be the most friendly to Biden. They would be. Because this is right after what happened. Everyone's talking about it. The stars are aligning for Biden. And even in that situation, right now, there's no sign of it. In fact, like I said, TIPP, they have Trump gaining on Biden. Now, they did mention that some of the poll was taken on Wednesday, so day before. But the vast majority of the sample was after the fact. And right now, they had Trump gaining. Is this some kind of fluke? Is this some kind of, grand conspiracy with the polling that, we're going to actually have him winning support, and then actually the real polling has him losing support? He's lost nothing. There's not been a single data point as of now that shows, Trump actually lost support. Hell, ABC News, they released a poll, and guess what? The plurality of Americans said this was politically motivated. 47% said it was politically motivated, what happened to Trump. The more you look at this, you have to be insane to think there's going to be a Biden surge anytime now. We would have seen it by now. Let's see here. At the moment, I think most everyone is stuck in sand. Yeah, I think this doesn't change anything, which it should have. We were expecting a 3-point boost, like 3 or 4 points. Democrats were expecting a 15-point swing. They were banking on it. They were saying for months, this is going to be a 15-point swing towards Trump. I'm not seeing it. Now, the question some people might be saying is, well, actually, is this a sign that, these polls are fake? Because I saw someone say that the polling is all fake now because it doesn't have Trump losing support. That's an argument now. Polling's all fake. I don't get it. So, Real Text, what do you think?
It's about what I expected.
I thought there was going to be some kind of temporary bump. I really thought so. Because when you have a conviction of this magnitude, you would think there would be at least a 3-point shift. There's been one poll to show that. One. Every other poll has been the exact same, or Trump gained slightly. So in fact, there's an argument to be made that the polling is actually benefiting Trump right now. Everyone who isn't at staying with TDS knows that it was a sham trial. Yeah. And you read it in between the lines of the polls that say, half of Americans think Trump's guilty verdict was correct. They literally say in the same poll that, the majority of people think that it was politically motivated. So even the polls that are bad for Trump, you read into the details. You realize, okay, this is not going to end Trump's campaign. It's not. It's like the post-State of the Union Biden surge, literally statistical noise. Yeah. At this point in time, all this is statistical noise. Both sides, but it shouldn't be. It should be a big swing towards Biden. But it's not. Not right now. Let's see. I always knew it would backfire. There's always been that question about, okay, how would the American electorate really react to it? There's always been that question. Because you could argue, well, maybe it would. Maybe it would hurt Trump because people are going to look at it and say, I'm not voting for a convicted felon. Well, it's not happening. He's gone through everything, and nothing's going to change. Universe S7 Scum for 2. Here's David Clark not running. Deadline today. Yeah, David Clark's not running. Thank God. Half Americans always hate Trump anyways. His approval was always in the 40s. Yeah.
Well, David Clark, that's actually news to me. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, David Clark's not running.
Did he, flat out confirm it?
Well, it's deadline today, so there's no way he could run now.
Okay. Well, shit, never mind then.
We're saved for now. Unless he announces, on the stream, yeah, I'm running for the U.S. Senate seat against Rhino Air Coveney. Let's see here. Rap, I was scared that there would have been a boost for Biden. That's what everyone was thinking. But yet again, the same people that said Ron DeSantis is going to win the Iowa caucus because of the commitments. Remember that? I remember that well, that he had 50,000 commitment cards. He took second place and lost by 30. So, these same people are going to be wrong about everything. They don't even try to be right. They just use the same bullshit because Orange Man bad. And they cannot accept the fact that this is not going to help Biden. We would have seen it by now. But ironically enough, the biggest benefit of Trump being convicted is the fundraising. And let me pull this up here. Now, to be clear, this early speculation by, I think Eric Trump said it. Eric Trump, I believe, said so on Fox News or
I
something.
guess.
Yeah, it was Eric Trump. So this could be speculation. It could be off a little bit, but according to Eric Trump on Fox News, Trump has raised $200 million since the verdict. And that was yesterday. $200 million. For context, I don't think the Biden campaign has raised $200 million this cycle. I don't think so. Yet Trump, as of now, has raised that much money in just a couple days. Now, people are going to say, oh, well, that's some big donors, but either way, people have been saying for years that, oh, actually, the fundraising, is always be bad for Trump. Well, now it's not. Trump had a pretty good fundraising haul, and it's probably going to keep going. I doubt it's just going to magically change. I don't know. Don't know.
I think you raised $50 million in small dollar.
Yeah, I was 70 million on small dollars. So, Nick for 2, schools should teach a Quran, excuse me, in Texas. No, they shouldn't.
The Quran, why?
Because people are pissed off that I made a video about how we should teach the Bible in schools, and they're saying it's unconstitutional. Really? The first 200 years more like 150 or whatever in American history, schools were teaching kids about the Bible. There's actual precedent to it. And the Supreme Court, when it was at its most liberal, it was the 60s, that they said, no, you can't teach the Bible in schools. That's a fact. Look it up. They were teaching the Bible in schools for years. For not hundreds, but 150 years or so. They were teaching it. But suddenly one day, it actually became, offensive. No. It's just because the court was more liberal at that time, and they decided, okay, we're going to actually stop that. You're a hypocrite, bro. How am I a hypocrite? America's not in a Muslim nation. It's not. It's what, 1% Muslim? We never taught it in 100 years. We never taught it. We taught the Bible. We have precedent to it. Anyways, do you think the new Texas GOP platform will pass? Hopefully. But this is the Texas Republicans we're talking about. They might get scared. They should teach by religion if they're going to teach the Bible. Listen, fine, teach other religions. But I'm saying if they teach one religion, I'm just saying they should teach the Bible. That's what I'm saying. And plus, I think schools already teach every religion, I believe. The idea is to teach the Bible. That's all I'm saying. How is that a bad idea? Palestine supporters, when they find out what the Quran... I can never say correctly. Quran, yeah. I don't know why, I just always mess it up. Yeah, tell them about the what they say about gay people in it.
I think there was a study, or I think someone has said that there has been a lot more Islamic converts among young people after October 7th.
I saw that. I did see that.
There is a trend among young people to convert to Islam in solidarity with Palestine.
Yeah. Which is just, again, some of these people got to realize what actually they learn. I don't even think they actually understand what it says. They don't even know what the religion is.
I don't think they care. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm a Muslim because of Palestine.
Yeah. Let's see here. The separation of church and state is stupid, but it's there. Listen, that just means the government can't establish an official religion. That's all that means. It doesn't mean, oh, you can't teach religion in schools. That's the dumbest thing I've heard. Again, if you want to teach other religions in school, fine, but I think it should be required. Unless you are a separate religion, whatever. You should be required to learn the Bible. It's just my opinion. That's just my opinion on it. If you want to Learn other religions, fine. Make it optional. I think it should be a basic requirement that you learn about Christianity in the Bible. Just my opinion, or at least the Old Testament. I think that's just common sense. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea to do that, or they might be like breaking the law?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, I think it would be a good idea,
Yeah, I just think even the Old
or at least like
Testament.
its values.
Yeah. No one is saying that, oh, you have to be a Christian. So, let's see here. How do we know which kind of Christianity will be taught in schools? Well, just the Old Testament. If you really want
As
to,
long as it's not as long as it's not whatever is being
Mormonism.
preached at a, as long as it's not being whatever's being preached at a gay church about 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah, just don't teach Mormonism, basically. Because the reality of it is, Protestants and Catholics, yeah, of course there's different
Well,
teachings.
they would probably teach Mormonism at the Utah
Oh yeah,
schools,
100% would be Mormonism, but
holy shit, bro.
that would be bad. Like, basically, at this point in time, they basically do. It's like, that's all they have over there, just Mormonism.
I'm looking up Google Maps pictures of the gay church near where I live, and there's like so many rainbow stuff. Like I drove past it yesterday. They had a bunch of pride flags, like a non-binary pride flag and the progress pride flag, and I think a transgender one as well.
Gosh, that's not Christian at all, but
I think they had like a drag brunch or something like a couple years ago. I mean, even their logo has a rainbow on it.
well, you can argue, well, that's from the origin
Okay,
story.
fair enough. Like a rainbow in a wine glass, but then again, you go inside and it's pride flags all over.
Let's see here. Separation of church and state is is a misinterpretation of the First Amendment. It only says Congress can't establish national religion. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's basically saying the federal government can't just say everyone must become a white evangelical or whatever, a Christian, a Baptist, whatever. That's not what it's saying. It just means okay. Yeah, that's what it means. So that doesn't mean they can't just say, hey, maybe we should teach the Bible and its teachings at schools. Not saying you have to convert, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think just common sense. Oh, the New Testament is what is important. The Bible is Western history. Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, but just start the Old Testament then, if you're so worried about it.
Oh, by the way, should we also talk about the Mexican election?
Yeah, the leftist one. Not a surprise.
Yeah, but she's making like all sorts of headlines because I mean she's the first female president in Mexican history.
Which I don't
Which
really.
then again, what's going to happen anyways? Because both major candidates were women.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one actually she won by a landslide by 30 points. What's the Claudia Scheinbaum? So she's a Jewish socialist basically.
Let's see here. Sussy Boy for 2. Mormons are the true Christians. Cope. No, they're not. They're schizophrenics. They are the worst quote unquote Christian denomination, in my opinion, of the major ones. I think they're just insane. But yeah, again, I'm not saying you have to become a Christian. No one should support that, obviously. That's against the Constitution. I'm just saying that if you want, if you want to practice being a Muslim, fine. I may disagree with the beliefs, but if you want to, fine. But I still think in America, the Bible should be taught. At least parts of it. Just the core tenets of it. Get ready for Mexicans to flee to U.S. in a few years. Yeah, that's what people are saying. There's going to be a refugee crisis. What do you
I
think?
think Mexico is also fairly left wing in general,
Well,
but
yeah. Which is kind of bizarre, but it kind of makes sense. You would think with it being Central America, it'd be more conservative, but it is Mexico. So, I mean, I don't know.
I don't even remember when the last time they elected a conservative. Well, I mean, I guess 2012 probably.
Yeah.
But ever since then, I mean, all their leftist candidates have won in landslides.
Let's see. Do you also think the Quran and Hindu texts should be taught as well, or just the Bible? Well, again, like I said, I think it should be optional for other religions. If you want to learn that stuff, fine. I think it's a good idea. Learn diversity of opinion. I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying the Bible itself should be taught is like the core tenet that should be required. That's just my opinion. So Mormonism be like source was revealed to me in a dream. Yeah, that's Mormonism in a nutshell. It's so insane that people believe that, but yeah. Trump has to finish the wall. Yes, I agree. Because that's going to be a refugee crisis in like 5 years. So about the Texas County Electoral College proposal, do you think that counties should be weighed by population? Well, that's kind of the idea, I guess. That's one of the ideas floating around. Just make it proportional. But at the same time, isn't it just a pure majority of the counties? That's what I think it was. So. Real Tex, you know more about the county proposal, right?
Oh, for Texas?
So is it just a flat out majority, or is it like a proportional one where there's like, Houston's worth like 20 electoral votes or something? Or is it just a flat out majority? Each county gets one vote.
I actually have no idea, to be honest.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean, I'd probably would. I mean, I guess it'd be more fair if it was weighed, but
No, we don't need a
I guess
Wade. We just make it a majority.
yeah, because it would backfire if it was weighed, but
Well, I guess maybe, but there's so many counties in Texas that I don't think so.
yeah, I guess. I mean, we have some big suburban counties, so
Let's hear
I mean that do vote Republican.
the schools teach all religious texts except the Bible. That is disgusting. Well, I don't remember them teaching the Quran and stuff, but I don't remember them teaching Christianity much. They talk about every other religion. That's a fact, from my experience at least. So, yeah. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's proportional, it'd be more likely to survive a legal challenge. But even then, I don't know if it's going to survive because I thought the Supreme Court struck that down, like the 50s or something. But they might just challenge it again. Who knows? Each county gets one vote. Okay, that's what someone said in chat. So each county gets one vote. So Loving County gets one electoral vote, but then what's the biggest county? Is it Houston?
Yeah, Harris
Yeah,
County.
Harris County, yeah, gets one vote also.
Yeah, that does guarantee Republican wins.
Yeah.
Which would probably, and that would mean every single time. So it would probably get struck down.
Yeah, there's no way they allow that.
I don't even think it would ever go into fruition.
It's still like a nice idea to try, because I still think it should be every state. You should have some kind of electoral college system, or there's an idea of because what's happening in like states like New York, because New York City's not the majority of the population. People don't understand that. In New York, they're about, I think it's 40% or whatever. They're 8 million people, and the population of New York's like 20 million. But they control state politics. They control the politics for everyone upstate New York. There was an idea that, hey, what if you make some of these cities like their own like little city states where they elect their own like people and stuff, but it doesn't impact the people in the rest of the states if they get so big. So
I like making Long Island its own state or something.
yeah, I think there should be some kind of system where, these cities that get so big, should they really control the entire state politics? I don't think so.
Mm.
Because you got to do something. There's no reason for one city in each state to control everything because they all vote the same. They decide the politics for like Philly. They control the politics for people that live in the central part of the state. Is that fair to them? Or the Commonwealth, I should say. Is that really fair to them? I don't think so. How about doing what Mississippi did where a candidate has to win a majority of the state House and Senate districts? Yeah, but then you get gerrymandering and Democrats could rig it that way. So you have to make it where Republicans win no matter what. I remember my school taught about the Crusades and the Reformation and world history about Christianity. Yeah, that was the only thing I learned. The Reformation, which they lied a lot about it, but what actually happened, and the Crusades, which another one that like 10,000 people died, and they could sound like it was 2 million people died or something. Like no one died compared to other wars at the time. So, do you think Oregon counties will morph into Idaho? Did you hear about that? I don't think they will. I just don't think Oregon's going to allow it. I think Idaho wants it to happen, but it's not going to happen, sadly. Just won't. All right. So, either way, the Trump conviction, let's get back on track on that. So, yeah, $200 million he's raising, which, again, people are saying that, oh, actually, that's fundraising doesn't matter. Yet these same people are saying, Biden outraised Trump by $1 million or whatever. That's a sign that he's going to lose. But now, they're saying fundraising doesn't even matter. And I do wonder, though, is this just going to keep going? Are we going to see Trump just keep raising a bunch of money like this?
Maybe.
Because at some point it should slow down, right? Right?
Could later on, but
I mean,
it's not like drastic or anything.
yeah, the funny thing is we might see Trump like outraise Biden in the cycle. I mean, this is more than he's raised this entire year. In just one, like, 4 days. So,
Yeah, something like that.
either way, it's one of those things where Biden's in trouble now. This verdict should have been the end of Trump's campaign. That's what everyone was banking on. In fact, it's quite opposite of what's happening, because now Trump's outraising Biden by a lot. Biden's fundraising is getting pathetic. He literally needs Bill Clinton or Obama to raise any kind of money. If it's not for them, he can't raise jack shit. We saw this last month. He raised like $50 million compared to Trump raising $100 million. Yeah, not good. Hey, Rap, 100,000 people died in the first crusade of 1095 to 1099, most from disease and exposure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, people that actually died from cities, being burnt and stuff, it was like 10,000 people or something like that. They make it sound like, oh, every city was burned, it was ransacked, hundreds of thousands of people died because of it. No, that's not what happened. Eastern Washington, Oregon should not join Idaho, but should become their own state and harm Democrats. There's no way that happens. Why would you make a new state out of that? I guess you could argue that because Seattle and Portland control everything in those states. I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen if the FEC tries to ban Trump for the election, claiming felons cannot be on the ballot? That will get struck down by the courts immediately. Because it's not true. Trump Twitch stream to win the young vote. I agree. I agree with that. He should do a Twitch stream. Like, something dumb. But just do it, though, for fun. I think that'd be a good idea. Charlie Howard for 5. Nice thing about North Carolina is there still is enough people in the rural and exurbanate counties to override the blue votes in urban areas. Hope it stays that way. Yeah, North Carolina is one of those states where you just look at the population density of some of these cities. It's not big enough to flip the state by itself. You need to do a lot better in the rural parts, or Democrats do. That's why it's going to stay Republican for a while. Hopefully it does. Trump will be in prison. What will happen? I doubt he gets thrown in jail, but if they do, that's just going to piss off a lot of people because no one actually wants Trump to be served in jail. There's a poll, from YouGov, it was like 55% of people said, no, we should not put Trump in jail. Because most people thought, okay, he's getting convicted, but they're just going to give him a fine or something. Like a $10,000 fine. Not actually throw him in jail. I don't know. But it would be kind of funny to see him in jail. Because how would they do that? Like, would they just have him in jail with the Secret Service around him?
Yeah.
Because he has
Probably.
to have Secret Service around him. I don't know. A glitch EV for 2. Trump Twitch stream the week before the election. Yeah, I think they should just do Twitch streams for his rallies. I think they should. Rap, thoughts on Trump joining TikTok? He gained 4 million followers in like 2 days. Biden has gained 300,000 in 2 years. Should tell you everything. We know Bragg wants Trump in prison. I expect it. I think it'll energize people more for Trump. Yeah, it will. If you think, this was bad enough for Biden, can you imagine the backlash if he's actually thrown in jail for any amount of time? Trump played COD in Twitch. It's real. Trump received a Class E felony in New York, and almost no Class E felons actually serve jail time. But this is Trump we're talking about. They don't give a rat's ass about, standards and history. They care about stopping the Orange Man. Actually, the White House has been talking about pulling his Secret Service protection. There's no way they do that. No way. Well, I guess, yeah, there was a congressman that tried to get rid of the Secret Service from anyone convicted of a felony. I guess that's true, but not a good look. They do that. Not a good look. I hope they do vote this election, but I doubt it. Young people are not voting is the reason why Biden is president and not Bernie. Well, no. Young people voted for Biden. Much higher rates, but... Air Force One is renamed Con Air One. Oh, gosh, that's lame. Lame.
The young people voted for Bernie in the primary, but evidently, of course, that didn't work, and
Yeah.
they still voted for Biden, obviously, because their priority was stopping Trump, but now they're not going to vote for Biden because genocide.
Yeah, or Biden bad. Old man bad. That's a philosophy of some people now. If they pull Secret Service, they want Trump to get Jeffrey. Yeah, that's what they're going to try to do. If they actually try to get Secret Service pulled from him, they're going to try to get him killed. I hate to be that guy, but if they're going to really try to pull a Secret Service, there's no reason not to. Unless you really want him to just get whacked. Which is crazy to think, but this is the modern Democrat Party we're talking about. This isn't, sane people. They want to stop the Orange Man, no matter what. Hey, Rap, look up the Battle of the Lake of Anatok, when 700 Christian knights routed an army of 12,000 Muslim warriors during the siege of Anatok. Note the sieging crusades were starving. I didn't hear about that. I'll look it up. Secret Service cannot and will not be removed. They're gonna try. The congressman from Mississippi, I think, is trying to get rid of it for him. They're gonna try. They're gonna try to get him to have no Secret Service protection. Because I guess fascism or something. Because he's a fascist, like, oh yeah, we must get rid of his Secret Service protection because fascism or something. A glitch EV for 5. Imagine Trump's under house arrest so he decides to stream himself playing Minecraft. That would be hilarious, but at the same time cursed. I don't know how to feel about that. It might break Twitch, but I don't know. Rap, what are your thoughts on the predicted betting? Predicted's a scam. It's free money usually. That doesn't stop Bragg from imprisoning Trump for 4 years. They're gonna try. 100% they're gonna try, but I don't think they're gonna get it through. They might. Is it a coincidence the Secret Service initials are the SS? Okay. Secret Service was created, what, 1870?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so that predates all of that. Congress will not vote for that. Not actually enough votes. Well, yeah, but either way, they might just try anyways. They want it to happen. They want to stop the Orange Man.
Okay, Secret Service actually was formed in 1865. Lincoln actually signed the legislation to form it a few hours before he died.
Wait, what?
Lincoln signed the legislation to form the Secret Service a few hours before he was assassinated.
Bruh. Are you serious? The day of. That doesn't. Well, wasn't Secret Service just for fraud and stuff beforehand, or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was just for U.S. currency. So
yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't signed to presidential protection until 1901.
Yeah, so that was 20 years before Hitler. So Don Bacon will vote for the removal of the Secret Service detail. I doubt it because Bacon wants to win, and he literally cannot win if he does that. But he could try. Go ahead. Good luck. Good luck with that. Rap, is this your only stream for the day? Why would it not be? Yeah, this will be the only stream of the day. Trump builds a wall in Minecraft. Oh, gosh. I'm almost certain Trump will be in prison. You know, I still think they're gonna. I think he doesn't go to prison, but they're gonna either way try their best. They're gonna try. The original job was not bodyguards. Yeah, they were for counterfeit and fraud stuff. So, all right. If anyone got more super chats and more questions, concerns, comments, begin sending them now. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls. Are you streaming primaries tomorrow? Yes, we are streaming tomorrow. I think we got New Jersey, the Dakotas, Montana. I think, right? New Mexico. I think.
Mm.
Well,
Primaries tomorrow. Let me look.
what if their desperation they try to use some part of the Patriot Act to try and send Trump the something like Gitmo? If they send the Gitmo, no, they're not. No way.
Primaries tomorrow. We have DC, Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, and South Dakota.
Yeah, so other words, there's only like 2 states that have primaries worth a damn: New Jersey and Montana. The rest of the states no one cares about. Well, I guess South Dakota there's something, but
I mean, I guess if there's someone up against Dusty Johnson, but I'm not sure.
did you see that Chris Nelson's gonna vote for Democrats? I thought he was RFK fan.
He is. I guess down ballot he's voting Democrats,
What a loser!
but I haven't
Absolute
looked.
loser. I'm not surprised, but really? You're gonna vote for Democrats? So what's the point of supporting DeSantis? Like,
Because he's not Trump.
Okay, so let me guess. He would have voted for DeSantis then. It was like one of those Haley voters, like, oh, I'm voting for Joe Biden to stop evil Ron. Let's see here. By the way, if you want to rebuke the elect bros when they say Trump is dumb because of libertarians, just tell them that Chase Oliver has turned that party into the business wing of the Democrats. Yeah, well, the Libertarian Party's dead. A bunch of actual libertarians are voting for Trump. So what's left of them? I'm scared this conviction will hurt him. It might hurt him temporarily, but as of now, there's no impact. In fact, it's giving Trump a big fundraiser boost. So I don't think you're going to see much change. White boomers are pricing Hispanics out of New Mexico. That's why it's moving to the left.
By the way, do you remember Angela Stanton King? I think that was like
Yes.
one of the people behind like the Trump stuff.
Yeah. What about her?
Apparently, she's actually supporting RFK.
What? He's getting like the most random people to support him. It's not sustainable, but it's still kind of funny. Will Trump kill liberalism if elected president? No. Liberalism is always going to exist, but
Okay, I think I see the Chris Nelson tweet that person was referring to.
pull it up.
The GOP MAGA cult has to be obliterated. It may take years and even voting for Democrats, but it has to happen.
What?
So I think what he's going to do is he's going to vote for RFK at the top of the ticket and then vote Democrat down ballot.
What a beta cock, honestly. Like, didn't he marry his wife only because they opposed mask mandates or something dumb like that?
Probably so.
I thought it was something dumb like that, I thought. Like, he met his wife, like, a protest at a mask thing, and they got thrown in jail or something. They married, like, 2 days after or something. It's like, when you have stuff like that, it's like, okay, dude, really? RFK was infected with the plague New York's worm. He's under mind control. Real. This false conviction is helping Trump and secure his victory. Well, it doesn't secure it, but I think it does give him a better chance because he is fundraising a lot better right now. He's raising a shitload of money as we speak.
Oh yeah, there's other news about Sheila Jackson Lee. She has pancreatic cancer.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Yikes. That's not good. Don't like her, but it's not good. Prayers for her.
It does lead to a question I've had, which is like, what are possible retirements for 2026?
It's probably gonna be something like Jackson, I'm assuming. There's no way does she run again? I don't know.
She either runs again in hopes of dying in office, or she resigns or retires.
There's no way. If she knows she has cancer, there's no way she runs again. Let's see here. It's okay if they vote RFK at the top of the ticket and them down ballot. Take a vote away from Biden. No, just vote Republican. Like dumbasses. Dumbasses like Chris Nelson. They're the ones that supported DeSantis, but now they think MAGA's too conservative or something. But then why did you support DeSantis? A glitch Evie for 2. Remember, donate to the Orange Outlaw. Yes. Vote for, or donate to the Orange Outlaw. I agree with that. Pancreatic cancer only has a 10% 5-year survival rate. Yeah, that's why she should just retire. That's like the worst cancer to have. One of the worst. You think she dies in office? Just resign. Don't even take the chance. Rap, who do you have winning the Stanley Cup? Who's even in it this year? Is it Edmonton versus Florida? I'm going with Florida. I think that's who's in it this year. Proof that the Sims don't care about conservatism. Yeah, it was just Orange Man bad. And stop the mega cult. That's literally the Sims in a nutshell. Nothing about conservatism, just Orange Man bad. But anyways, folks, I think I'm going to end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy the stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. So, got any last words, Real Texan?
Happy MAGA Pride Month.
Gosh, happy MAGA Pride Month, good lord. And yeah, we'll see you guys in tomorrow's election night stream. Godspeed.